thank you for all the subscribers. Alright, so today I'm gonna teach you how to make this beautiful jewelry from scratch. This jewelry is so unique and is very easy to make. There's nothing difficult there, so let's jump right into the tutorial. Alright, as usual, I've got all my materials here. I have my scissors, my fishing line point 35, beading needle, okay, and then here I have my 4mm crystal beads and 14mm crystal beads. Again, this is the bigger one. And then in here I have my 2mm seed beads and then 8mm crystal beads again. So we're gonna start by making the balls first. The balls, trust me, there's nothing difficult there. It's very easy to make. Okay, so you're going to grab about 14 or let's say 10 to 15 inches line. So grab the two ends together like so. So we're going to be adding 4 beads. I'm using the size 8 crystal beads. All right, so just add 3 into any of the lines, and you're going to be interlocking with the 4th one by passing both lines through the bead to the 4th one, and then you're going to pull down. Okay, all right, so this is what I am having. Okay, so this is my left and this is my right hand side, left and right. So I'm gonna be adding 3 beads now on my left. On the line on my left, I'm gonna be adding 3 beads. Okay, so I will add 2 there and then interlock with the 3rd one. Okay, I'll also use the one on my right to pass through the same bead and then interlock and pull down. Okay, now using the line on my right, I'm going to pass through the next bead. Okay, pass through the next bead just like that. Then using your left, you're going to be adding 2 beads. Okay, add 1 and interlock with 1. Add 1 and then interlock with 1 like that, and you're gonna pull down. Make sure you're stretching your line. Again, I'm using my right line. I'm gonna pass through the next bead. Okay, pass through the next bead, and then using your left, you're going to add 2 beads. Okay, add 1 and interlock with 1 using your left, and then finally you're gonna go through the last bead there using your right. When you go to the last bead there, you're going to go through the next bead up there, which means you're going through 2 beads. Okay, and then pick up 1 and interlock with that one you just picked. Interlock with just 1. All right, pull down, and this is what we are having. As you can see, we have 4 beads up there. Okay, we have 4 beads up there, just like we started with 4 beads. Okay, so you're just going to repeat exactly the same thing by adding 3 beads on your left, add 2 and interlock with 1. Okay, yeah, then pull down. Now you're going to be using your right. You'll go through the next bead there, go to the next bead, and then your left, you're going to be adding 2, add 1 and interlock with 1. Like that. Okay, Now you're gonna go through, using your right, you go through the next bead, there. Then using your left, you're going to add 2 beads, add one and interlock with one. Okay, now you're gonna, using your your right, now you're gonna go through the last bead there and the next one up there, which means you're going through 2 beads. Okay, finally you're gonna interlock with just one to close it up. Now you're gonna use one of the line and go through the beads up there to meet with the other line. Go through the beads to meet with the other line, and there you're gonna tie a knot. Make sure you tie twice or 3 times, just the way I'm doing. So after tying, you will figure out that the knot is sitting there, which you wouldn't want it to come out. Okay, so just go use one of the lines and go through the next bead and then push it in. When you push it in, you now cut out the rough edge. Okay, so after that, this is what I am having. As you can see, I made lots of them. Okay, just make as many as you want. Okay, so here I've got my hook and then my stopper. When you get a bead shop, you ask them to give you stopper. It's like a bead, but it's not a bead. Okay, for beginners. So now I'm gonna grab about 40 inches line. Now I'm gonna be using my needle. Okay, all right, so I'll separate the hook. Okay, then I'll set the other one aside and make use of this one first. All right, first I'm gonna be picking 3 stoppers. I'll go ahead and pick 3 stoppers. Then I'll grab my hook. I'll go through the hook like that. Okay, and then I'll pull down. So I'm just gonna pull down to the edge string, making sure I have parts of the line left there. Okay, so now I'll go through the stoppers. And then pull down. Then you're gonna pull down like that. So the next thing you want to do now is to grab your plier. Okay, and then press down the stoppers. Okay, just flatten the stoppers there. Okay. All right, so when that is done, this is what you're going to be having. So now you're going to pick 20 seed beads. Pick 20 seed beads. Okay, don't cut out to the rough edge, just leave it there. We're going to make use of that later. So, and then you're going to pick 3 beads, one small 4mm, then the 14mm and another 4mm crystal beads. Okay, pull down. Then you're gonna be adding the ball. Go through the ball like that, and then pull down as well. You go ahead again and pick 3 beads, one small crystal bead, the 4mm, the 14mm crystal bead, and one 4mm crystal bead, again making 3 beads. You're gonna pick that and pull down too. So right now, the next thing I'm gonna do now is to skip the first small crystal bead there, and then go through the big crystal bead and a small crystal bead like that, and then go through the ball. Okay, I'll pull down like that. Okay, so now I'll also go through the small crystal bead again after the ball, and the big crystal bead. Come out through the big crystal bead. Okay, yeah, and then you're gonna pull down. Okay, now from upward, you're gonna go through the small crystal bead from up. Okay, go through the small crystal bead, and then the big crystal bead, then the small crystal bead again, then go through the ball, the small crystal bead after the ball, and the big crystal bead, and then the small crystal bead, and pull down. Okay, this is what I'm having. I'm gonna repeat this thing again, this step again. All right, so go ahead and pick 20 seed beads and pull down, and repeat the same step. Pick 3 beads, one small crystal bead, the big crystal bead, and the small crystal bead. Okay, and you're gonna pull down. All right, so you're gonna add the ball now, the ball bead. I'll go ahead and add the ball bead, and quickly pick 3 beads, the small crystal beads, the big crystal bead, and the small crystal bead. Okay, 4mm and 14mm. All right, so I'll skip the first bead there, the first small bead, and go through the big crystal bead, the small crystal bead, and the ball. Finally, the small crystal bead and the big crystal bead. Come out through the big crystal bead and pull down. All right, and then for up now, I'm going to go through the small crystal bead. Okay, and then go through the big crystal bead, the small crystal bead in there, then the ball, the small crystal bead after the ball, the big crystal bead, and finally the small crystal bead. This is how you're going to continue until you get to your desired length. Okay, add 20 seed beads and continue. All right, so now I'm done. This is what I am having. So right now I'm just gonna add my other hook. I picked 3 stoppers, I pulled down. I'll add the other part of the hook. I'll go through the hole there like that, and then go through the stoppers, go through the stopper, and then through the 20 seed beads, the last 20 seed beads. Okay, I'll go through the last 20 seed beads. Just like that. Now I'm gonna grab my plier and flatten the stoppers. All right, Now I will go through the small crystal bead and then come out through the big crystal bead. Okay, like that. Then there you're gonna be tying your line. Make sure you tie 3 times or 4 times. Okay, then cut out the rough edge. Now I'm gonna grab the other end. Remember, we still have our line there, so I'm gonna insert the line into my needle and then go through the 20 beads, 20 seed beads, and then through the small crystal bead and then come out through the big crystal bead and then tie up the line there just like we did on the other side. Okay, so that is all. Go ahead and enjoy wearing your jewelry. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you know you found this video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe, share, comment. Let me know what you think of this beautiful jewelry. See you in my next video. Bye.